Open up your brown book, baby. It's for you, it's for us. The fantasies, no one can judge us, no one can judge us. This is for us. Open up your brown book, baby. It's for you.
Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl Shay Baby, and welcome to the Brown Book series. Oh my God, I'm so super excited tonight. We have a wonderful young lady that's here with us, and she is so freaking pretty, y'all. I'm just letting y'all know. This time next year, I'm gonna have her hair. I just want everybody involved to know that. So please, y'all go get your friends, holler, go, call them, hit them up like yo, Sister Clock. Brown Book series is on, and then y'all know it's my birthday week anyway, so I'm celebrating with all my friends and stuff. So check this out. We'll be right back with contemporary romance author Miss Bailey West.
Brown Book Series presents Raw Romance Readers and Writers Experience. Save the date, October 28th and 29th, 2022. Brown Book Series presents Raw Romance Readers and Writers Experience, October 28th and 29th, 2022 at the Westin Old Town, Alexandria, featuring some of your favorite romance authors: Brenda Jackson, Beverly Jenkins, Iris Boland, Deborah Fletcher Mello, and so much more. The Raw Experience will include book signings, meet and greet, photo ops, vendors, shopping, surprise celebrity guests, and live performances. Registration is wide open at brownbookseries.com. Save the date, October 28th and 29th, 2022. Brown Book Series presents RAW Experience.
And we are back. Did you go get your friends? Did you let them know that the Brown Book series is on? Y'all did? All right, cool. Coming to the stage, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the beautiful, the talented, contemporary romance author and motivational speaker, Miss Bailey West. Hi, Bailey.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, girl. How are you?
I'm wonderful.
You're wonderful, girl.
I am. I'm doing well. And even if I wasn't, I can't complain. So it's
Hey, old folks said God's still good, ain't he?
exactly.
So what? Y'all see her hair? Yo, this gonna be me. So I just want you to know, Bailey, so you see this next year on me. Copying all that. And I also need like one of your pictures in the background. I need one of them.
I like your picture in the background.
Thank you, girl, honey. She's free, honey. She's free, honey. Yes. Had to keep her hidden sometime because she spouses be like, what is she? What is she saying? Like, just don't look at her too hard.
Right, exactly.
Don't look at her. Right, look at her too hard. Okay, so Bailey, how are you, girl? Like, what is it with Miss Bailey West? Because you got a certain type of, young folk call it swag with you. You know what I'm saying? Yes, girl. I mean, when you step into the room, you got a certain little juice with you. I was like, look at her. She all cute and things and got that confidence, that crazy, sexy, cool vibe going on. So, yeah, we trying to figure out how you get all that. So let us know, outside of the literary world, what's it like to be Bailey West? What's a day in the life of Bailey West?
So I am a contemporary romance author full-time, but I also have a full-time job, right? So yeah, I have 2 full-time jobs.
Right.
Yeah, so to be Bailey is to be busy, staying on the go, but still trying to balance, that me time and making sure that I'm taking care of myself as well. But just, not taking things too seriously and enjoying life as it comes, because you just never know. Life is short.
Girl, it's real short. You be here today and gone today. Not even tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Like this morning. Like
absolutely. Yeah.
Girl, it's an absolute miss. So I heard that you were an avid romance reader. And you was like, forget this. I'm tired of reading about this, Lord. Let me write about it, honey.
Exactly.
What made you decide to become a published author?
So, I started reading back in the day. I was sharing books with the girls at the beauty salon, and we was reading, all of the stuff. We was getting the Black Expression books where you get
Yes.
like 6 books for a penny. So back in the day, I was an avid reader for real. And then as life, got busy, I stepped away from it. And around 2013, I moved to New York City, and I was riding the subway to work, and I didn't have anything to do. So I was like, well, let me pick up some books and, start reading again. So I went on Amazon and found some books first that weren't the ones that I really wanted to read. And eventually I found my tribe, right? And so reading the books, I enjoyed them so much, but it was still a certain something that was missing, like from my experience in love and in life. And so I was like, I think I could bring that to the table. So that's when I wrote my first book.
I was like, yeah, it's a little different. It's a little I don't want to relate. It's really, really relatable.
Good.
Yes, really, really relatable. And then you still get the happily ever after all this stuff, but baby, it was some real struggles in that happily ever after, honey.
Yes,
I
yes.
was like, they better be happy for real, like. And you and these cliffhangers, I say, if she give me another cliffhanger, I mean, I'll go fight. And but I like that some of you like, this is standing alone, no cliffhanger. I was like, ooh, thank you, Jesus. Like my heart had kind of calmed down a little bit.
Yeah.
I was like, and it's okay because you tell us it's a cliffhanger. I'm like, okay, but no. It'd be like, who shot JR cliffhanger? Like, I'm like, she real with this. Okay. She done been through some things. Okay. I see it. Now, are you indie published or traditionally published?
I am independently published. Yep, I publish all my own books. I've never been traditionally published.
Do you want to ever try the traditional route?
I'm not going to say never, but the way that I have my business model set up now, I don't really see me doing it. I have a plan to sustain myself as an independent author, and I don't really see myself going the traditional route. I think mostly because I just want to have the freedom to tell my own stories in my own time.
Yeah.
And with me having 2 full-time jobs, I don't have the time to work for somebody else. So I would just rather work for myself.
I understand that. I get that. That makes sense. That's what you call a boss. we call it a boss. I love it. So did you automatically decide to just be independently published? Or did you kind of weigh the options a little bit? Like, what was it that made you say, you know what, forget it. I didn't even go try to do the whole traditional. Now I'm just going to go indie and that's it.
So writing my first book was not. So, okay, to say it the best way, it was not my goal to be a published author. So when I wrote my first book, my goal was to just finish something because I had started so many things that I hadn't finished. So I started sewing and realized I didn't have the patience to sew. And then I started making jewelry because I like jewelry and realized my eyes are bad. Like I can't pin and so I got to a point where it's like, I have to finish something. And so when I had this idea for this story, I said, well, I'm just going to finish it. And as I started finishing it, I said, well, I'm just going to put it on Amazon because why not? And that's kind of how it came about. So I didn't really think about anything else except just finishing something. And then once I got into the swing of it, and it was just kind of my everyday existence to publish my own books and to do my own thing, I just never even really gave traditional publishing a full thought. But I will say that I think one of the things that kind of pushed me a little bit away from it in the beginning was when I was writing Blues Beauty, which is my first book. I talked to somebody asking them about publishing help, and they gave me this astronomical number as far as how much it would cost them to help me, not realizing at that point that was that's more predatory than it is publishing. But right. Well, if people gonna do all that, then I could just do it myself. And so I think that I just fell into that vein, and I haven't thought about anything else since.
I I know that's right. That's what I'm talking about, girl. I'm with it. I'm with it. And if it works for you, honey,
Yep,
let it do what it do. All right.
exactly.
Speaking of working for you, it brings us to the first segment here, the Brown Book series called Name That Book.
Okay.
We'll give you a character or passage or something related to one of your books, and you have to name that book.
Okay.
Now, because you have a couple of series, it would give you a character name is the main character of that book.
Okay.
Okay. I'm put my glasses on, girl, because as you said before, honey, let me tell you something about the eyes, baby. I said the Lord had to make me cute because the eyes, he didn't do nothing. I don't know, maybe he just was sleepy that day or something. I don't know. He like, this is enough for her. I get her, she be a little bit cute and perfect vision. Right. So he already knew. He was like, nah, let me that right there. I'm gonna have to don't
Right.
yeah, I appreciate it, boo. I'm like, all right, I can take it. I'll take it. All right. Name that book. Here we go. Oh, wait. Oh, here we go. I'm not looking for a main chick, side chick, wife, or baby mama. I'm not even looking for a friend. I'm an eternal bachelor.
That is Ezekiel from Ezekiel's Passion.
Girl, that's Ezekiel's passion, honey. Ezekiel was all hot mess, baby. He was all hot mess. Okay, cool. Next up, name that book. Character. Charlene Kearns.
In Love. That was Charlie. In Love. Yeah.
In Love. Yes, it's book
Mhm.
3. Your lessons in love.
Yeah.
You're doing good, girl.
Thank you. Because some of the stuff I'll be remembering, but
We're gonna get you all together. All right, next up. Name that book. It wasn't just a job for her. When honing her skills with chocolate confections, she was in her element until she received a phone call that changed her life, honey.
come on with the reading. Okay. That is Loving Man.
That is Loving Man.
Yes.
Okay, side note, girl, what's up with that title, honey? And that book covers everything to me.
Yeah, so Loving Man is actually the man is the nickname of one of the characters in the book. And when I came up with his name, I was like, oh, his initials are Man. So that's when I named the book Loving Man.
I love it. Like I said, the cover on that book, I was like, oh, who they holding?
Yep.
All right, cool. All right, name that book. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, here we go, y'all. My team is like, really, Shay. Can we get through one episode? I'm going to do good. Pray for me. All right, name that book. I remember the first time I saw her. When she entered the room, everything around me became blurry.
That's my very first book, Blues Beauty.
Blues Beauty, yes, that's
Yep.
the Bluet. This is the Bluet Men series.
Bluet, yep, my very first book.
Tell us a little bit about these Blues Brothers. Well, of course, your first novel.
Yeah, so Blues Beauty was my first book that I wrote. I released that in December of 2016. So it's coming up. I mean, what is that? That feels like yesterday, but that's
okay.
Go now. Looking at the clock, like, wow, it's that was a while ago.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you. When I wrote Blues Beauty, it was an idea that I had from watching. You know how you could be sitting and watching YouTube and just end up like down the YouTube rabbit hole and just, just whatever. And so I came across a video of Marvin Sapp, the gospel singer, and he had recently lost his wife.
Melinda, yeah.
And I was watching her funeral. And by the way, YouTube still gives me funeral recommendations to this day.
Girl, I was just crying over Bishop John funeral. Woo, honey, when Karen got to start dancing, girl, I had to help her out, honey.
It took me out when they put the lid on the cat. Like, I was like, this is a lot. Like,
I cannot. Hey, girl, you see when they like marched it down the aisle?
Yes.
That church got to cry, honey. I was like, no.
Yes,
Okay, I'm
that
sorry.
did mess me up. So
I
yeah,
thought that was just me. Okay, that's okay. Cool.
I thought it was just me. My kids talk about me because I will watch a funeral. But
No, you
anyway,
talk about me
I
too.
was wondering what happens to a man in a position of, in a public eye, or leading a church or something like that, once he loses his wife. Like,
Mhm.
how does he walk through that? And then I saw another video after his, because I was in the rabbit hole, and there was another pastor, I can't remember his name, and his wife had died like a year prior, and he was still wearing a wedding ring.
Oh,
And so
Lord.
it just started putting all of these ideas in my head. Like, I wonder, how does this work? And so that's where Blues Beauty was birthed from, using some of my own experiences, because a year before I had released Blues Beauty, or maybe 2 years before, I had lost my best friend to cancer. And so I understood the struggle of watching somebody pass away, so I just kind of poured all of my emotion into that book.
Girl, emotions, it was. I was like, this is deep. But I loved all of it. I was like,
Thank you.
okay,
Thank
I
you
can
so
do
much.
this. I can do this. So, okay. Okay. So when you were younger, did you want to be an author? No, you already said you didn't want to be an author. You just said, I'm just gonna read these stories and write this book.
Yeah, when I
Oh,
say that, but when I think back, I know that I've always been a journaler. I journal a lot. Used to, I don't as much anymore. And thinking back to some of my, even in like my early 20s, I had insomnia, and laying in the bed at night, I would tell myself stories to put myself to sleep. And I
I
think,
do that too.
girl, we sisters, because
Yes. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay.
yes,
Now I'm
so
really excited.
I would tell myself stories, and I would fall asleep telling myself those stories. And I think that some of those stories that I told, which I can't necessarily remember, but I believe that those stories are just manifesting in my books now, because I remember doing that for years. And so I know that I've always been a storyteller, because I told myself stories, but I don't know if I ever really looked at becoming an author to tell those stories to other people.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Now the formatting of, because it was your first book, Blues Beauty. So the
Mhm.
format of that, how did you know how to format a book? Did you have to take a class? Did you kind of like look at what other people's writing? Like, okay, I can do it like that, or how did that work?
So yeah, I studied a lot of what a lot of the other indie authors were doing. And then look, I was in everybody's inbox. Anybody that answered me, I was asking questions. I was like, so now what size book are you supposed to use? I was pulling out my ruler measuring books I had purchased. Like, I had to learn it all. And because there is no one-stop shop to get all that information.
Right,
And so, especially for Black authors, I'll say.
right.
And so I was all over the internet. I was in people's inboxes. I was listening to people's interviews, because authors give tidbits during interviews.
Yep, yep.
And I just compiled all of that information and I put it together. Of course, I had to go back and redo it at some point because it wasn't the best. But I did it. I found somebody to make me a cover. And then I made my own cover because I didn't like that one. I learned how to do that. I learned how to format it by watching videos on YouTube and just put it together. And Amazon will tell you when stuff is wrong.
Oh, okay. They be like,
So
well,
you can fix it. But yeah, I just learned on my own.
I absolutely love it. All
Yeah.
right. Next up, name that book.
Okay.
Character. Shay Hampton.
Ooh, who is Lachey? Lachey? Somebody lay Lachey in my book. oh, Lachey. She is in the Valentine Quest. I was like, and after I said Lachey out loud, I was like, oh, because let me tell you, I struggled naming her Lachey. And
Yeah, Shay is a nice name.
I just struggled with it. I was like, I really don't want her name to be Lachey, but she, how some like characters sometimes can talk to you and kind of tell you who they are. And she's like, oh, that's just my name. You can't. I try everything. I changed her name like 7 times and ended up
Shay's baby. You can't get rid of her. So, wait, did you get a name of the book?
Yeah, Valentine Quest.
Yes, when you really figure out where we was at, honey. A mess. So, A Valentine's Quest. This book came out earlier this year, correct?
Yeah,
And that's your latest novel, basically.
it is.
Okay, babe, let me just write another book. Okay.
It is.
So,
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about A Valentine's Quest. This was another good book, too.
Yeah, thank you. So Valentine Quest was fun for me to write because it's very short. But it talks about a couple's Valentine's Day, and he sends her on a quest to find all of these things that finally lead to him. And I wrote this with two other authors. Well, they did their own books, but we combined them into a series, Tay Russ and Danielle Allen. And so we had the discussion, and Danielle was like, well, we're gonna make them sexy. So I was like, boom, like I just added as much sex in the book as I could. And then I read theirs, and they had like one sex scene, and it's so anti, like if you know our personalities, it was so different what I wrote compared to what they wrote. But I had fun doing it though.
That's what's up. So do you like collaborating with other artists?
So I have a couple of times, and I enjoy it. I enjoy it because I learn so much. You dealing with you learn kind of people's flow and how they think and how they create. And it if you do it right, it'll help you enhance how you create and how you flow. So yeah, I enjoy it.
I love it. I love it. All right, cool. Now, how long does it take for you to complete a book?
Girl, so prior to 2021, I would have said, 3 months tops. I don't take no time, but I'm gonna be honest and say that I have been writing a book since January, and I am still not. I haven't written the end yet, and and it's not like it's just this massive like epic novel of, but I couldn't get through it. And I don't know if what I'm feeling this year is the residual effects of last year. Because last year was hard. Last year, trying to be creative in the midst of a pandemic was a struggle.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I'm maybe coming from that, but I think 2021 for me was harder than 2020, and that's crazy. But I really
had a pandemic hangover.
Girl, what you say? Is this something stronger than a hangover? Because I struggled, and so, but typically it would take about 3 months or so to release a book.
Okay. Yeah. I get that. Mm-hmm. All right. How many books have you written, and which one is your favorite?
Oh, that's a good question, because I don't know the answer to the second part. I've written 9 novels and 1 short story. Mm-hmm. I think my favorite is In Love. I mean, not In Love, Loving Man. Is my last one, and the characters are freshest in my mind. But I think historically, Blues Beauty probably is my favorite because they're the ones that spoke to me first.
That started out with it. Yeah. Now, when you published everything, and then everybody started buying your books and stuff, was you like, oh shit?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. When I got my first review on Amazon, I flipped out. Like I had 2 reviews and I was hyped. You hear me? Like, you're talking about excited. Somebody actually read. And I stayed like that hype through like 15, 20, 30 reviews because I just didn't think people would read it. It wasn't my goal to make it what it is. It was just my goal to finish something. And so when people understood it and was like, I love this, I was like, what? Like I was surprised. I stay surprised about the support that I receive. I still stay surprised when people say your books are good, or I'll send a paragraph or something that I wrote in, and one of my beta readers or even my husband's like, that's really good. And I say, are you saying it's really good because you love me, or are you saying it's really good because it's good? It's still always that kind of feeling of, are you really here? But yeah, I'm here. And so just trying to make the best of it. But yeah.
I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
And speaking of making the best of it, it brings us to our next segment here at the Brown Book series called Who'd You Rather?
Okay.
Yeah, girl. We take the heroes from your books, we pit them against each other. You let us know who you want to ride that monkey for one night stand, honey. That's it. No love. No. There ain't no love, ain't no nothing. I'm talking about hit it and quit it. I'm from the side. We say knock them down. Who you want to knock down? Okay. And tell us why, honey. Tell us why, girl. We want to know.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Who'd you rather? Samuel Valentine or Morris?
Oh, Samuel Valentine, hands down. I mean, L was a G. That guy was in jail. He was holding it down for his family. Then he built this whole empire with law. He was taking care of his bro. I mean, like he's just, he was that guy. Yeah, he just had that swag about him, and yeah, he could definitely.
Yeah. I love it. Okay. We're going with Samuel. I went with Samuel too, honey. All right. Who'd you rather? Xander Northcott or Wesley Phillips?
Oh, that's a good question. Because let me see, because that's a good question.
I know, girl.
I'm gonna go with Wesley only because I think that his experience, because he's a professional ball player,
right?
I think that. Oh, and she mentioned the thing that was behind because he took a picture naked with a baseball cap in front of his stuff, and she mentioned this. So I'm gonna go with Wesley. Yeah,
you go Wesley. Okay, Xander Northcott, girl, his name. Where you come up with his name from?
I don't know. His whole name is Alexander.
Right.
Alexander. I don't know. I don't know where it came
from. Is he British or something? Like he is just Alexander Northcott. Like he's
extra black.
He was extra black, but he sounded like money. I say he was extra black. He said, I like him. All right, next up. You're not gonna like me for this one, but I had to do it.
Okay. Give it to me.
Who'd you rather?
Oh, Paxton all day long.
You go with Paxton over Roman?
Yeah, because Roman is the pastor, and I mean, I know he probably could get it.
That nigga Roman slept down with every sister in that church. Okay, so you'll go with
Paxton all day long.
You go with Paxton. Okay. Yeah. I like Paxton too because he was so mysterious. He was quiet. And so you had to figure out. Oh, okay, what's up?
The quiet ones, you know what I'm saying? Like it's the ones that don't brag about it that you know.
It's the quiet ones and them preachers. Jesus, how you not catching the Holy Ghost on that mug? Yes, honey. Whew. Okay, I love that. All right. Author's moments, Bailey. What's your most urgent priority for the rest of the year? Not in the literary, well, a little bit of both, in the literary world and in just regular everyday life.
So my most urgent priority is to stay alive, right?
Do not make me dance right now. I was shouting here, okay?
Girl. With all of these variants and all of this stuff still not settled, in the air. That's my most urgent priority is to take care of myself and take care of my family. Wash my hands, spray my Lysol still,
Yes.
And as far as the literary side goes, it's just to finish this novel and finally release it. But yeah, staying alive.
Yeah, we need you to release. I said these books is good, and she just what happened to what is going on, honey? Yes, Lord. All right, author's moments and being a novelist. What did you learn a little too late?
You know what I learned a little too late is that I don't write books for my friends. I write books for people who enjoy romance
And
novels.
who go buy your books?
Yeah, yeah. I thought that coming in, I thought that my family and friends would be the ones that would be my biggest supporters. But I have been given a whole tribe of people who are not related to me by blood, but have become my literary family because they're the ones that read my books and support me. And
Right.
I think that I was trying to be mad about it. But then I realized like you're not called to everybody. You know, your books are not for everybody. So people gonna read what they like, and your family just they ain't the ones. They support in other ways, but not reading books and
No.
buying books and stuff like
Yeah, mine ain't either.
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tell my guys some wine. They don't get that. No, but yeah, books. That's just not. And a lot of my friends too. The majority of my friends, they may read books. They don't read romance novels.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I have a whole slew of new people, like you said, new supporters, new everything. That not only support the show, but they're like, "Hey, girl, come on here with this book club. We'll be reading that." You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
can be talking to my friends and family about a book, and they. So did you watch Empire? I'd be like, no, I'm reading the book.
Exactly. Exactly.
So
Yeah.
I get you on that. All right,
Mhm.
cool. Author's moments. If you could have tea with one fictional character of yours, who would it be and why?
I would probably have tea with probably with Avery from what's the name of that book? Friend D, the Servant Time of Friend D. She was Samuel Valentine's love interest.
Yeah.
I appreciated Avery because Avery was a all the way boss, BAWSE, a boss.
Wouldn't she?
And she ran her business and she didn't let nobody come after her, and she stood her ground. She was smart. She knew what she was worth. And even being in a relationship with Samuel, she stood her ground and she knew who she was. She didn't bend or anything. And so I think that having tea with her, I would just want to pick her brain and be like, girl, how you do this?
How you do it, girl?
Yeah.
I'd be like, girl, what did he like? Okay. Look, first thing first. What did he
Right.
like, girl?
Exactly. Yes. Yeah.
Oh my God. Author's moments. If you could sit down with your 15-year-old self, what would you tell her?
Oh, girl. I would probably tell her that you are enough. You are smart. You are kind, you are important. You possess everything that you need to succeed without without needing to compromise your values or who you are. You are beautiful and God made you that way, and shine where you are. I think that that's what I would love for her to know. I think, as a teenager, you go through all of those feelings and emotions, and then the boys come into the picture, and you want to be somebody's girlfriend because all your friends got boyfriends and all of that stuff. And I think just telling her that, girl, let me show you how to run this table.
Okay, then. Right.
Let me show you how to make them knock on your door. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would tell her.
All right, you bring show you how to bring all the boys to the yard.
Exactly. These are the ingredients for the milkshake, right?
That's what I tell them. These are the makings of me. Okay. I absolutely love it, honey. Yes. Author's moments. What would your pen name be?
Well, Bailey is my pen name.
Okay.
Bailey West is my pen name.
Oh,
Yeah. Bailey West is my pen name. My maiden name is Bailey. My married name is West, and I named myself.
That's nice.
Yeah, I dropped my first name. Honestly, in honor of my dad. I lost him, and he didn't have any sons that would carry on his name, and so I changed it to Bailey so that he would have a legacy.
That is so freaking sweet.
Thank you.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I want to get my daddy last name back, but my husband ain't going for it. Next up. So Hey, it's my birthday week and we having so much fun. So y'all, it's so crazy. It's my birthday week and it's your week. You like your
anniversary.
your
Yes.
anniversary week.
Yes. Happy birthday. Yep, it's a good week. It is a good week.
This is a good week, baby. They gonna be like, oh
It
my God, we're gonna drink after this. Y'all can't drink with us today, okay? Okay. All right, author's moments. If you couldn't master one instrument, any instrument, what would it be?
That's a good question. I think are we talking about musical instruments?
Anything, girl. I asked one lady one time, she said a computer. I said,
Okay. All right, that's good. I would say the piano. I would say the piano. So growing up, my dad, I have a brother who is a jazz musician. And my brother is old enough to be my dad. So all of my siblings basically old enough to be my parents. But my dad decided that, he wanted the musicianship to continue in the family. So he put me in voice lessons, but I didn't really want to be in voice lessons. I wanted to be in piano lessons. And so I didn't take the voice lessons as serious probably as I could have, because I really wanted to learn how to play the piano. So I would say piano. Organ and piano players are the bomb. Like, I wish I could. Girl. I mean,
that more than dun 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 dun. Girl, you will be like, what?
Yes, yep.
Author's moments. What's the proudest moment from the past 12 months?
Oh, for the past 12 months. Let's
We're gonna take y'all way back, girl. We already know last year you were like here.
Right, because that'd be a lot. For the past 12 months, I think just I don't want to keep saying this, but it's just the times we in, like, just surviving, right?
Hey,
in it. Look, I didn't. I mean, they sent me home from work, so I've been working from home, but just learning to navigate, my creative space and my workspace, because they've combined now, and just staying alive and keeping my family alive. That's been my greatest accomplishment, just surviving this whole pandemic without losing my.
That's good shit right there. I know that's right, girl. I'm with you on that. Look, right as we speak, right here. Keep it next to me.
Exactly.
This is the cute kind too. It's like the one in the lavender can. Like, it's so
it's nice. Shoot, Lysol. We didn't see Lysol for like 6-7 months.
Girl, let me say that y'all did. I did kind of. What? When I tell you, a lot of old folks raised me. And honey, when my great aunt them got on the telephone, was like, baby, there's a storm out on the ocean and it's traveling this whole way. And I was like, what? How we need to get anchored over here? And because we first started, they was like, honey, go Lysol, get it. I was like, okay, then I can do that. So, girl, I went and stocked up, girl.
Good.
And look, I still got a whole lot of. I see you song you need.
Good, yeah.
Girl, I was shipping it out. I was not playing. All right, author's moments. What's the one dream that you tucked away? Besides some voice lessons that you did nothing with.
Nothing. I mean, I sang in the choir. That I have tucked away. I think, you know what? I'm living my dream. I'm living my dream of being free to be authentically me, to tell stories, to meet new people, to share stories with people. I think that is my dream. I have been very intentional to put the things that I need and want out into the atmosphere, and then just work real hard, consistently to get to those things. And I can't think of anything else, but I'm sure once we get off of this, I'll be like, oh, that's my dream. Oh, because it's so tucked away. It's like tucked away.
All the way. It's karate man. It's all in it, deep on the inside. Oh, mess.
Like the way. It's like really tucked away.
Right. I love it. Okay. Author's moments. Let's see here. What's something you try really hard to like, but just couldn't? You tried
really hard to like.
Like, I just can't, y'all. Oh, help me God.
and just couldn't. It's some people.
I need a tambourine because she gonna make me dance in here today. She gonna make me.
It's the people that I try really hard to like, and I just could not. No matter how hard I try, I talk to people about. I don't like you. I don't like them. So that's just it is what it is.
It is what it is. I'm with you on that. It's because of a few that I just be like, it's just something about them. I just can't. It won't let me go. It's like when they say how the Holy Ghost catch it, just won't let you go. It just won't let me go.
It's the energy. It's sometimes the underlying
Bullshit.
things that they say and don't say. It's the all of that, and I just don't have it.
I think we are sisters because that's what I used to say. It's that underlying that just make you want to knock their head off their shoulders.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. At this moment, if money was no object, where would you live?
I would live somewhere on a beach, where I could hear the ocean every night.
She's a beach bunny, y'all.
Yes, I would. I mean, I would have those doors where I could just open and just hear the ocean and let it serenade me at night and go to sleep. I love the ocean. Can't swim a lick, but I love the ocean. I'm actually kind of scared of water, but I love the ocean. I won't do none of the stuff in there, but I love it. So
I am not. Help, Lord. She loved the ocean. Where are you originally from?
I'm from St. Louis, Missouri.
Okay, cool. Cool.
Yeah.
She said she
you hear me say her there.
Yeah, I heard that, and I was like, well,
that's my St. Louis accent.
I love like she live in New York, but hey, I live in Massachusetts, and I'm ATL down.
Exactly.
They be like,
I don't even try to talk over it. When I first moved to New York, people were like, "What part of the South you from? Atlanta?" No, well, first let's say there's more to the South than just Atlanta,
right? Even though we lit, but and
secondly, no, there are other parts of the country other than the South. I'm from the Midwest, so and just specifically St. Louis, we just cannot pronounce words that have R's in them.
They can't up here either.
The Boston accent is something else.
Girl. And when they two of my friends they got to argue with each other, I was so amused that I didn't break an argument. I was just like, he's like, Shay, what you saying? What you think? I'm like, can y'all say it again? Because I missed it. Everything, the car, the buy. And I was like, ooh, man.
Yep.
Yeah, and in my country, it's like, look, y'all, let's just chill for listen, I talk so slow at that point. They all just like, okay, let's just calm down. The struggles of it all. I'm with it though. All right, cool. Let's see here. Now we go get in your business a little bit.
Okay.
You and your boo. What's the craziest thing you've ever done together?
Ooh. So we've been together since we were 18 to 19 years old.
Oh, y'all did a lot of crazy shit.
We did lots of crazy crap together. But I think one of the funnier stories is when we first started dating, we were at the grocery store, and he, the type of guy, especially when we were younger, he liked to show out and show me he could do things. So we were pushing the cart down. We got the groceries out the cart and put it in the car, and then he decided instead of pushing the cart into the corral that he was just gonna push it real hard and let it, the momentum carry it into the corral. And so when he pushed the cart, it went to the direction of the cart thing, but then it ricocheted off and kept going down the parking lot really fast until it hit a car. But what was stupid was somebody was in the car. So he was like, get in the car, go. He hit the people car so hard with that cart. I'm like, all you had to do was just walk it over there. So we have instances like that. Like when we got married, we went to the hotel after our wedding, and they gave back when they still gave you keys to the room. They gave him keys to the room. He opened the door, and there was 2 people already in the room having sex.
Oh my
God! They gave him the wrong room key. So like stuff like that. That's like I have tons of those stories.
girl, I would have stayed and watched. Like, y'all go ahead on and wrote me a book, girl. I'd be like, that's the beginning of a book. I'm telling you. I absolutely love that. All right. Arthur's moments. What are you amazingly good at?
I am amazingly good at minding my business.
You really gonna make me shout now.
I'm so good at it. Like I see people on social media and I'm like, you know how all of this can stop? Mind your business. Mind your own business. Then you don't have to worry about nobody else's because yours is enough, right?
How about that?
Yes, that's just my philosophy. Like I got so much going on. I got enough business. I don't need yours too. You know, and if we just all mind our own business, the world will be a much better place.
A cleaner place too. No
Oh,
pandemic.
girl.
Man.
Yeah.
It's not your business, boo. That's it.
Exactly.
I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Love it. Arthur's moments. What's one mistake you keep repeating?
Oh,
You ain't gonna learn.
that I'm not gonna learn. I don't know. You know, one no, I'm not gonna say that.
Go on, say it. You look, you independent, you good. Go on and say it.
No, I think one of the mistakes that I keep repeating is I don't know, struggling. I think you know what, not trusting the process. I don't trust the process. So when I put together a book, or even with work, or even in my relationship, sometimes I don't trust that the timing is going to be the timing, right? And I can't force it.
Right.
And so sometimes I find myself saying, this is not happening fast enough. What am I doing wrong? Or this should have happened months ago. Like with the book that I'm working on, this should have happened months ago. But then I have to try to remind myself, and then I get frantic, right? Because, oh my God, what am I going to do? I haven't gotten this done. And then I have to remind myself that timing is crucial. Yes. Right. And everything has its own separate place on the timeline of our life. And no matter what we do, you can't move those dots on the timeline, right? It goes there. It stays there. And so not trying to rearrange things, but just kind of going with the flow and the process and letting it happen when it's supposed to organically happen. Because when it happens in the right timing, then that's when it's successful. When you try to force it, it don't work.
Y'all, somebody bring this girl some water because she done preached this thing, honey. She done preached tonight on this here evening. Y'all hear me? That's what I'm talking about. Trust the process, baby. That's it.
Yep.
Trust the process. I absolutely love it. All right, cool. Arthur's moments. What's something that you tried that you'll never try again?
Girl, so first I have a 6-year-old that's coming into the room.
Hey, dude. Hey, boo. Hey, girl.
Can you go? I'm doing something. Say hi.
Hi.
Hi. Okay. No, go. I'm sorry.
That's a little boy.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought you said since you're a girl. I'm like, that's a boy, honey.
All day a boy too.
Oh boy, I love it. That he just walk in here, white beat on like, hey.
Yes, and with a game, he had a whole game. He's just gonna come in here and sit down and play while I'm trying to talk.
He get that from his daddy. That's how they do.
He just was coming. So something that I've tried that I'll never try. Oh, snorkeling, girl. So I told you I can't swim and I'm scared of water. But I decided, I think it was for my birthday. I was turning maybe 37, 40, one of those numbers right there, you know, where it gets crucial.
Yeah.
And
I
went to Puerto Rico and I was like, you know what? I'm not scared of water. I'm going to snorkel. So we got on the boat. They let us off. They gave us the little flaps and the little snorkel thing. Girl, you talking about panic attack? Like the water was slapping me in my head. I could, like I couldn't, the snorkel thing, the goggles was fogging up. Water started coming in the hole, going down my throat. I was choking. And I probably was only in about 5 feet of water. So I decided that I'm never trying that again. So all the other people on the boat, they was all, look at the fish. Look at, I was over the boat like, oh yeah, that's nice. I went and got back on the boat. I'm not good at it.
Bailey, you gotta try at least one more time.
Well, it was such an ordeal. It was such an ordeal. I think you probably should have the basics of swimming down in order to really try it, though.
Probably.
Yeah. Or maybe not be afraid of water. One or the other,
I absolutely love it. All right. Bailey, dead or alive, if you were hosting a dinner party and could invite 5 people from any era, who would it be?
Oh, that's great. I would invite Malcolm X first. He would be the first person on my list. I think reading Malcolm X book when I was young made me realize that I was Black. So Malcolm X, let's see.
Real Black.
Yeah, I mean Malcolm X was the truth. And then I would
say too.
Okay, exactly. I love
Malcolm. Yes.
I would probably invite Luther Vandross because he's one of my favorite singers.
Mine too. He's one of my.
Yeah, I love Luther. I miss Vandross. I would invite Prince because Prince was cool.
He was cool.
Yeah, Prince was awesome. I would just like to be in his presence just to kind of get a feel for like who he really was because he was so mysterious.
Girl, he was, but he wasn't. I interviewed him a couple times.
Really?
Yeah. He is so freaking funny.
Is he? What is he?
He just funny. And he talks with his expressions. And you be them all like he was so fun, but he was so mad cool. And he was in he came to Atlanta. We did an interview or whatever. And his the drummer, Charles, his 4-year-old daughter passed away.
Oh wow!
While he was in Atlanta, she drowned, so she died. So, girl, he was like, "No, we're gonna do." The Prince was like, "We don't care if we're in Atlanta. Let's show over." That's like, that's my niece. We got to go,
Yeah.
Little Charlie was like, "No, let's tonight. Then we'll cancel the show." Girl, he played his heart out. They had to have a little interset, whatever. Then when Prince go away, then the dude just play. No, honey. That boy got to playing and crying, and Prince just sat there. Prince sat down on the stage and was just looking at him like we was. He didn't even go to the back to change or nothing.
Wow.
He said, we all gonna be on the stage together, and we all gonna walk off the stage together. And then I was like, he was just, you know what I'm saying? That he was so cool. He was so cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. Okay, that's my Prince moment. So yeah. Okay.
No, I love Prince. I love Prince. I love Prince. Cool. So I said Malcolm, Luther, Prince, because I love music. And I love R&B. I love that, R&B music. And then I would say my grandmother from my mother's side and my father's side. Because my parents were older when they had me, so I didn't get a chance to know my grandparents. And so I would love to sit down with them and see, like, girl, what was your life? How did I become? I want to know all of that. Maybe they could tell me something about their parents and their grandparents, and just have a full experience with entertainment and my family around me.
Girl, that would be hot. Yeah. I love it. I absolutely love it. Your table is lit. Yeah. Your table lit. Yes. Woo. I'm how to calm down, girl. Just that. When Luther started, oh, I'm telling you. And Prince is so smart too. So his conversation with Malcolm will be, girl,
amazing.
Yeah, amazing. Because he was all, girl.
And I would love to ask Malcolm X, like, what do you think about what's happening now? So you guys did all of this marching and protesting and fighting, and we still are circling that same mulberry bush. Like, we still are talking about police brutality. We're still talking about modern day lynchings. We're still talking about, injustice everywhere. Like, what do you think? Or what do you think we could do to change some of this stuff? Like, I would love to hear his input on that.
You know what we can do. And it's it's power in togetherness.
Girl, I've been preaching that. Yes.
We all on one accord.
Yep.
Even if we all stuck together for 1 hour on just a random day.
Yep.
They would be like, this whole universe would crave it. They would be like, okay, where the hell they come from?
Yep.
It's unity.
I agree so much. I say that all the time. Like, if we could all just come together and just do something, you know what I'm saying? I say that even with my author colleagues. I if we could all just band together, and decide that this is what's right and this is what we're going to do, and not be motivated by what society tell us is correct or what publishing companies say we should do, but this is the standard that we're setting for ourselves. And if we all say that this is the standard, guess what it is? The standard.
And stick to it. But you got so many of us, everybody want to be Nino Brown.
Girl,
you know what I'm saying? Everybody. It's like, like you said, here's the plan. Execute it. Don't no one waver. This is the line we're walking. Let's go.
Yep.
But girl, no. So that's the whole thing. If we could just stick together, baby.
You are so right.
It'd be an absolute mess. I got an idea too for some authors. We'll talk about that after.
Okay.
All right. Bailey, this is bringing us to the end of our interview. We have one question left.
Okay.
This has been so much fun. I have
enjoyed myself. I have enjoyed myself.
I have really enjoyed talking to you. But before we ask our last question of the interview, tell everybody where they can find Bailey West, where they can get your books and all your social media handles and also your website.
Okay. So all of my books are on Amazon. You can find me under Bailey West. Bailey-west.com is my website. And then you can find me on all social media except Twitter, because I don't really know how to do Twitter all the way. But Instagram is author Bailey W. Facebook is Bailey West. And then I also have a Facebook group, Bailey's Coterie. And you can find all of that on Facebook.
I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. All right, Bailey.
Mm-hmm.
If you were writing a book about your life, what would the title be?
If I was writing a book about my life, what would the title be? The title would be Free. It would be Free.
That's the name of my poetry. That's it. Free.
Yep. It would be free. I grew up a church kid, if you can't tell from my books. My daddy was a preacher later on in life. And I lived this strict, unbalanced life, right? I didn't really know that I could love God and still have fun. And once I figured that out, I was like, oh, I'm free.
Like, I still can be saved and wear pants.
Girl, I still could be saved and smoke a cigar.
How about
saved and
have a glass of wine?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, once I figured that out, it freed me. So like life looks so different to me, and I'm just free. That would be the title of my book.
I absolutely love it. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big Brown Book Series round of applause to contemporary romance author, Miss Bailey West. Bailey, thank you so much for joining.
Thank you for having me. I had so much fun.
Girl, you had so much fun. I had too much fun. I was like, oh my God. I absolutely love it. All right, Bailey, hold 1 second for me, okay?
Okay.
All right. All right, you guys. If you love the interview, and I know you did, please like, subscribe, and share. And make sure you go pick up everything that has Bailey West's name on it. Everything. I don't care if you find a piece of mail with her name on it. Take that to her though, but pick it up. And y'all know what's going on. It's 6 o'clock. You know, on Wednesday night, we're right here at the Brown Book Series. At 7 o'clock, we're going to move on over to Authors Behind the Pages with Reese and Ryan. And after we play with Reese from 7 to 8, at 8 o'clock, we go over to Iris Boland's Iris Moments on Cruise Radio. And make sure you check out Sarah McLean's Fated Mate. Also, this will be our last interview for the year. And I'm so happy that Bailey finished it out, you know, with me. Birthday week, it's our anniversary week. And, you know, it's the day I tell y'all asses, I see y'all in January. So I'm about to be lit for the next couple of days. Even though I'm going to be off, make sure you go check out rawexperience.com. That's RRAW experience.com. And get all the information over there for the event that's going to happen on next year, October 28th and 29th in Alexandria, Virginia. This is an event you do not want to miss. You hear me? You don't want to miss this. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it. We're going over there. We got payment plans. All that stuff. We take EBT cards. We do everything. Okay? And if you're a little up in age and you then call me, but like, baby, I don't do all that. You can send me a check. We got all that. But anyway, I love you guys. You guys have happy holidays. You know, please be safe. And I love you guys. And the Brown Book Series will be back January 5th. All right. Holla at y'all later. Peace out.
Open up your brown book, baby. It's for you. It's for us. The fantasies. No one can judge us. No one can judge us. This is for us. Open up your brown book.